Hello, dear students. Today, our topic is structure and functions of the cell organelles. All cells may look different, but they all exhibit some general plan and contain certain components that are common to all cells. A cell has certain parts that have a definite shape and structure and carry out a definite function. Like the organs within the body, they are like little organs within the cell and are called cell organelles. These tiny structures are the living parts of the cell and carry out all the needs of the cell. They allow the food to enter, get rid of waste materials, and helps the cell grow, respire, and reproduce. If one of the cell organelles does not function properly, the cell dies. The following images show what is plant cell and what is animal cell. The three basic components of a cell are the cell membrane, the cytoplasm, and the nucleus. We will now study these basic components. The first thing is cell membrane, also known as the plasma membrane. The cell membrane is the thin outer covering of the cell. In animal cells, it forms the outermost boundary of the cell. It is a two-layered membrane composed of protein and fat. The functions of the cell membrane are as follows. It protects the intracellular components. It is semi-permeable and regulates the substances that enter and exit the cell. Next, cell wall. Animal cells usually have an irregular shape, unlike plant cells which have a regular rigid shape. What gives plant cells their rigidity? In plant cells, the cell membrane is surrounded by an outer membrane called the cell wall. It is made up of a non-living substances called cellulose. Cellulose gives rigidity to the cell and allows tall plants to remain upright. The functions of the cell wall are as follows. It acts as a framework and provides the cell with strength and support. It protects the cell. It gives shape and rigidity to the cell. It is freely permeable and allows the movement of substances in and out of the cell. Next, protoplasm. Scientists often refer to protoplasm as the living substances of the cell. It is transparent and jelly-like and is found within the cell membrane. The part within the cell membrane and the nuclear membrane is called the cytoplasm. The part within the nucleus is the nucleoplasm. Next, cytoplasm. Most of the cell activities and chemical reactions occur within the cytoplasm. It consists of cytosol, a colorless, watery, jelly-like substance made up of mainly of water, as well as organic and inorganic substances. The cell organelles and vacuoles are all found in the cytoplasm. Cells are interconnected with neighboring cells through cytoplasmic bridges called plasmodesmata, which allow transport of materials between cells. Next, endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum is an irregular network of double membranes found in the entire cytoplasm of the cell. It is connected to the cell membrane at one end and to the nuclear membrane at the other end. There are two types: rough endoplasmic reticulum with ribosomes attached to it, and smooth endoplasmic reticulum without ribosomes. The functions of the endoplasmic reticulum are as follows: it acts as a supporting framework for the cell. It is a pathway for the distribution of substances within the cell. The ribosomes on the rough endoplasmic reticulum help in protein synthesis. Ribosomes. Ribosomes are tiny granules that are either found free in the cytoplasm or attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. They contain ribonucleic acid. Their main function is protein synthesis. Next, mitochondria. The word mitochondria is derived from two Greek words, mito meaning thread and chondrion meaning granule. They are tiny, double membrane cell organelles of different shapes. Some may be cylindrical, spherical, or rod shaped. The inner walls form finger like processes that project inwards and are called cristae. Why do we need food? Food gives us energy to do work. This food has to be broken down to release energy. This function is carried out by the mitochondria during cell respiration. They use up oxygen from the air to oxidize carbohydrates and fats and release energy. Energy is stored as an energy rich compound called adenosine triphosphate, and it can be used for all the other cell activities. This is why mitochondria are often referred to as the powerhouses of the cell. Cells that are very active, like muscle cells, will have more mitochondria than bone cells. Next, plastids. Plastids are cell organelles found only in plant cells. The pigmented types of plastids are chloroplast and chromoplast. Chromoplast are plastid with different colors and are found in the petals of flowers and fruits and vegetables. Carotenoids are pigments responsible for the orange color in currants. Xanthophyll is a yellow pigment. Leucoplasts are colorless plastids and store starch, proteins, etc. Chloroplasts are green colored plastids containing the green pigment chlorophyll. During the process of photosynthesis, they trap solar energy and use it to make food for the plant. In several fruits, chloroplasts change to chromoplast as they ripen, leading to a change in color from green to red, orange, or yellow. Next, Golgi complex. Also known as Golgi bodies or Golgi apparatus, the Golgi complex is a group of small vessels of different shapes. They are usually found near the nucleus and occur in the form of rods. Granules are filaments. They consist of halotubular structures with membranous walls. These are associated with secretory vessels and vacuoles. The main function of the Golgi complex is secretory in nature. Segregations like enzymes, proteins, and hormones collect in the vacuoles and are then segregated into the cytoplasm. Next, lysosomes. Lysosomes are small sac-like vessels of different shapes. They contain digestive enzymes that destroy and digest foreign substances. They digest stored food during starvation and provide energy. Since they destroy worn out cells and other cell organelles, They are also known as the suicidal bags of the cells. Next, centrioles. Centrioles are tiny microtubular structures found in a small clear area of the cytoplasm called the centrosome. They are seen only in animal cells and are located near the nucleus. The main function is to initiate and regulate cell division in animal cells. They help with the separation of chromosomes by forming spindle fibers. Next, vacuoles. A large number of soluble and insoluble substances collect within the cell. These substances are stored in clear spaces present in the cytoplasm called vacuoles. They are fluid-filled sacs enclosed by the membranes. Plants have large vacuoles that contain a fluid called cell sap. Animal cells have fewer vacuoles. Next, nucleus. The nucleus is the most important organelle found in the eukaryotic cells. It is a small spherical organelle surrounded by a double membrane called the nuclear membrane. It is filled with the nucleoplasm, within which are thread-like structures called chromatin fibers, and at least one nucleus. The chromatin fibers change to chromosomes during cell division. Chromosomes contain DNA, the genetic material of the cell. The main functions of the chromosomes are to store and carry hereditary material from one generation to the next. Nucleus plays an important role in cell division and regulates and coordinates all the activities and reactions that takes place within the cell. Next, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotic cells are cells in which the nuclear membrane is absent. The nuclear material, like the chromatin fibers, is free in the cytoplasm. Membrane-bound cell organelles like mitochondria, Golgi complex, and endoplasmic reticulum are also absent. Example: bacteria, blue-green algae. Next, eukaryotic cells have a true nucleus. The nuclear material is contained within the nuclear membrane. Membrane-bound cell organelles like mitochondria, Golgi complex, and endoplasmic reticulum are present. Example: plants and most animals. Next, comparison between plants and animal cells. First, animal cell. The size of the cells is usually smaller with no distinct boundaries, shape mostly round and irregular. Second point, the cell wall is absent. This helps it have different shapes. Third point, the cytoplasm occupies most of the space inside the cell. Fourth point, plastids are absent. Fifth point, vacuoles, if present, are small. Next, plant cell. The size of the cell is larger with distinct boundaries, shape fixed, rectangular shape. Second point, the cell wall made up of cellulose is present. It restricts the cell membrane. Third point, the cytoplasm forms a thin lining along the periphery. Fourth point, plastids are present. Fifth point, vacuoles are large, taking up almost 80% of the cell. Sixth point of animal cell. Centromes are present with one or two centrioles. Sixth point for plant cell. Centromes are absent. The next two images given for difference between animal cell and plant cell. Thank you.